There have been concerns over the takeover of farmlands of birds migrating all the way from Tanzania to Ghana. The most affected areas are the northern part of the country. I'll be speaking to some of the MPs whose farms have been affected by this plight. Member of Parliament for Tamale Central is one of the MPs, and he shares with me the extent of damage the birds wreaked on rice plantation.
Well, it is not just in Tamale. I think that several parts in northern Ghana. I am one of the farmers, and there are several other farmers who have been victims to that. The birds suck the milk from the rice when it is the milking stage. So you find a rice farm, maybe when you're about to harvest, but you realize that they are made up of empty shells, because the birds would have sucked the milk out of it about 85th, 90th day, thereabout. That's the time it is milking. I have several farms, and one of my farms, actually, the birds actually destroyed it.
Like how many acres?
That particular farm was the smallest. It was about 57 acres, and I got just 93 bucks from that farm.
What were you projecting?
I was projecting at least close to 1,000 bucks.
And you got 90.
Yes, because of, you see, the rice, the yield you get is also anchored on land preparation, on fertilizer, on the way you prepare the land. I know a gentleman whose farm is just by my farm, 100 acres. He decided that he wasn't going to harvest, because if you harvest, you won't get anything. And I know several people whose farms were affected. And all these things would affect the productivity or the output we get from rice production each year. And for me, that is extremely worrying. The information we got was that Tanzania had similar case. And what they did was that they used drones. The drones were able to identify the habitat. That is where the birds, sleep at night. And during the night, they had these chemicals they put in the drones, and the drones, when sprayed them, a lot of them died, and some of them migrated to Ghana. And for me, that is extremely worrying.
So it means that these birds migrated from Tanzania to Ghana?
Oh, you have birds that come from Europe. Wow. I mean, you have birds. So this particular birds are not like some birds, they come on your farm just to pick insects, but this one, they take the rice. And in fact, even after the rice is fully, germinated and dried for harvest, and that time they use their feathers. When they get into the farm, they use their feathers to rattle the rice, and you have a lot of rice being lost. They can move about 20,000, 30,000 birds. So when they move 20,000, 30,000 birds, imagine 20,000 or 30,000 birds, sit on your farm. I mean, within 2 hours, 3 hours, they would have finished the entire farm.
What was the agent intervention?
The state has to intervene. More so, the practices elsewhere, like Tanzania, the chemicals with which they were able to kill the birds can't be brought into this country by a private farmer or an individual. It's the state that has the responsibility. So when this thing happened, I actually sent some of the videos to the Deputy Minister for Agric and actually indicated that they needed to do something about it. I've been speaking on this matter.
Has been his response so far?
Well, he said that the minister, they would sit on it, and he hasn't told me anything yet. It's been a month now. It's been a month, and it's serious. It's going to affect the productivity, particularly rice. And we are in a country where we spend over $2 billion in importation of rice and poultry products. And we felt, as individuals, as farmers who have been engaged in, we need to expand. Many people are discouraged, particularly small farm holders. I've seen people who have 50 acres, 80 acres, 100 acres, and they said that they may not get into farming the rice again next year. Because for you to prepare 100-acre land, do proper land preparation, do proper planting, spraying, get fertilizer. Mind you, a bag of fertilizer was almost 500 Ghana cedis. For you to do all those things, everything that was needed to be done, you've done them, invested so much in it, only for birds to come and then take away everything. You'll not be able to even pay your creditors. You'll not be able to do that.